Where are my hoes at? You guys want to learn how to be a better hoe? I do. Which is why today I'm reacting to Veteran Hoe gives you the girly advice your mom never did. So I'm basically to play mediator between your mom and this Veteran Hoe and tell you guys what you need to know rather than what this person is telling you. Hi guys, my name is Alex. I am a sex coach and welcome back to another episode of Sex Coach Reacts. Today I'm reacting to some hoe advice for my hoes out there. And you know, I love my hoes out there. Any of my hoe subscribers, shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. Couldn't say anything better about my hoes, but are you doing that hoe stuff the right way? Well, I don't know. We're gonna have to consult a veteran hoe in order to figure out whether you guys are doing the right things or the wrong things when it comes to relationships, sex, and all that good stuff. So, if that sounds interesting, then let us begin.
As everybody knows, because honestly at this point I just sound like one of those annoying, broken McDonald's Happy Meal toys from the 2000s. I was a Farmville gardening tool in high school, and you know, things happen along the way, and suddenly I have a boyfriend, and now I'm a simp. So yeah, moral of the story, there goes my living rights in the greenhouse toolbox. But basically when I say this, what I mean is that my body count is very similar to that of a Civil War general.
So she has a high body count, I'm guessing, and so that gives her credibility. That means she is an expert hoe. Even though she's not a hoe anymore because she has a boyfriend, she's a veteran hoe. We can trust her when she gives us her insight on hoe and hoe behavior.
Because you know, if we're gonna have a one-on-one, growing up, my mom never talked me through anything. She was like, life is not a PewDiePie gameplay. Why are you expecting a walkthrough? My point is, I have long nails, you can trust me. And hopefully I can help you guys feel a little bit less scared, you know, walk you through my most essential like tips and tricks. We're gonna have a fun time today, so just sit down, relax, and enjoy this syntax. Can I get a, oh my gosh, somebody write that down. Before we jump into this and get our exercise on, we are actually sponsored today by NutriBlast, and they have worked with me before in the past. You know, I'm really picky. They've given.
Can we get some hoe tips? Please.
Did you know that over half of adults will contract an STI at some point in their life? And most of them will not even know that they have it? Yeah, I know, that's right. Safety is literally all about preventing the worst from happening. You know, unwanted pregnancies, STDs, even abuse, and smells. Communication is literally so important while you're essentially active, not just with your partners, but also with your healthcare team and doctors. Y'all hearing this English? The professionalism. Can I go?
So I agree, this is good advice. You should be safe and communication is extremely important. First, on the safety thing, this comes with two responsibilities for you hoes out there. First of all, you have to be safe when you're actually doing the sex thing, when you're actually doing the dirty deed. You need to be safe and use protection and do all that kind of stuff. I know it's not like super sexy, but you can make it sexy. The second thing is that you guys should choose partners that are going to be safe, that are going to be reliable sexual partners where you can feel comfortable and you trust them. And so kind of goes against being a hoe because you have to actually select a good partner and possibly stay in that relationship with that partner for an extended period of time in order to be safe. But you know, that's just what you gotta do in order to be safe. I mean, you can't go out and have casual sex with strangers and then also be safe at the same time. So that's just how you have to do it, unfortunately. When it comes to communication, yes, you should communicate. It's not just about STDs. It's not like, hey, do you have an STD? Okay, then I won't have sex with you. First of all, if you don't trust this person already, and you're just talking about it, then they could tell you whatever they want to tell you, right? And it goes beyond just communicating about STDs. You should find someone, you should select the right partner that you trust, that you are comfortable with, and then you should discuss sex with them and what you like about sex and what you maybe don't like and what you want them to do to you during that sexual experience. That's gonna be a great thing, and you'll also be safe at the same time. So that's like two hoes with one stone right there. Two hoe tips, I guess.
First of all, if anybody wants to begin on their journey, I would suggest that you get tested for STDs, STIs twice a year. So that's every 6 months. Do the math. And they say influencers are dumb. I also suggest that you don't just get with anybody simply because you can. By the way, I also got my notes on this phone. Not those type of notes, okay? I'm not racist. The reason I want to stress this so hard in the beginning is because STIs, like I said a few moments ago, some of them are asymptomatic. So what does that mean? Sometimes symptoms will not even show up, even though you do clearly have the disease. And if left untreated, STIs can lead to you acquiring another STI, such as HIV. I know it's a bit rare and drastic, but it's possible.
So she's exactly right, and I'm glad that she's stressing the point of safety to all you hoes out there. Now, she did mention partner selection, which I'm very happy about, I'm very pleased, but it's kind of a mismatched communication of sleeping around and getting tested every 6 months, and then also selecting the right partners. It's going to be very hard to select the right partner every time if it's just going to be casual hookups. How can you possibly pick the right person, because you can't know them for long enough to know they're the right person? So take your time as a hoe and really get out there and meet people and date them. You don't have to hook up with them the first night. If you're concerned about safety, then that would be the thing to do. So there you go.
It's just so important to talk, to say how you feel, what you want, what you're not comfortable with. Another very good point I like to make is if you're not ready to talk about these kinds of things with your partner, then you're not ready to do them nasty things with them either. Okay, I would say tea, but I do prefer coffee.
So, excellent. Again, yeah, you should talk to your partner. That's exactly what I just said. You should talk about things more than just the safety thing. You should get to know them so that you're more comfortable with them and more comfortable having sex with them. And she is exactly right. If you think the conversation is going to be awkward and so you don't want to have that sexual conversation, then why are you having sex? Because sex is way more vulnerable and puts you in more of a vulnerable position than just talking about it, right? However, some people will go about their relationships and have sex and do all that stuff, but then it's like, I don't want to talk about it. It's just, we do that in the bedroom and then it ends there, okay? We're not going to discuss it ever, okay? Because that might be weird and uncomfortable.
Picture this. Put down the Polaroid camera. Y'all in school. You see a boy in the hallway, and there is just so much tension. XXX tenta tension. Okay, you know what? If you're scared, turn this fear into excitement and let the foreplay begin. For Susan's sake, I was clearly referencing Count Dracula. You know what fore I'm talking about. Okay, seriously, what's happening right now? Everyone loves a confident person. If that's my one tip I can give, which is so annoying, it's like one of those like, oh, drink water. But seriously, don't be shy. And when I say let the foreplay begin, once again, Count Dracula, go ahead and send a Snapchat where you're laying in bed, you know, tummy to the comforter, your feet are dangling in the air, you're showing half your face, and you'd be like, oh, when are you coming over? Most people are scared to make the first move, which I don't understand why. If you get rejected, he for the streets.
Okay, that took a turn that I wasn't expecting. So she talks about foreplay, and I have no idea what she was talking about. And I was thinking that she's going to say that you should spend more time in foreplay, which would totally make sense, and I would totally agree with that. And I would say that you guys should spend more time in foreplay because it's going to enhance the sexual experience, going to give your partner more time to kind of get that arousal, get that horniness, so they're more passionate and immersed in that sexual experience, and so it's just going to be more pleasurable on their stuff downstairs. And then she started going into confidence, and I was thinking, confidence is a good thing too. You should, when you go into a sexual experience, portray that you are confident, portray that you know what you want, and then do those things. That's going to be such a turn on to your partner. And you shouldn't really feel insecure with the sexual partner you're with, which goes back to the partner selection thing. Select a partner where you feel comfortable, you feel confident with them. If you're feeling insecure, your partner's feeling insecure, then it's not going to be right when you have the sex. It's going to feel awkward and uncomfortable, and their mind is going to be thinking about insecurities rather than thinking about the amazing things you're doing to their vagina. And then she goes into like Snapchatting and just going out there and putting yourself out there and being the first to initiate that sexual encounter. And yeah, you can do that. If you want some sex and you trust this person or you love this person or you're in a relationship with this person, then yeah, you can initiate it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how it makes you feel. And I think women are afraid to ever initiate sex because they think that it's going to make them look like a whore or something like that, or a slut. And then they're not going to be desirable anymore. But if you're with the right person, like I have said a million times in this video, then that's going to actually be a turn on, because what you're telling that person is that you want them, and they're going to be like, heck yeah, dude, someone wants me? That's awesome. I'm totally into that. Let's do it. And then they're going to enjoy the sexual experience even more. So it's a great thing to do.
And just know that there's seriously nothing wrong with being curious or actually like taking action when it comes to your curiosity. As long as you're safe, not being manipulative, not being gross, there's literally nothing wrong.
Right, that's more good advice. You know, if your partner is making fun of you or they don't like that you're being forward or upfront about your sexual needs and desires, then they're not the right partner for you, unfortunately, and you gotta get out there and be a hoe and find someone new, right? And find someone that's compatible with you and that you can feel comfortable with. I think all of your hoe problems could probably be solved if you just stop the casual hookups and have sex with a single partner that you can get to know and trust and love. And then you don't have to worry about coming across as a slut or a whore or saying the wrong thing or coming on too strong or being insecure about anything. And then you can just enjoy the sex, be completely immersed in that experience, passionate, and just enjoying it for what it is. So I'm ending it here because there's a lot more in this video, and if I reacted to the whole thing right now, it would just be a 30-minute long video and it would take me 6 hours to edit. You know, the honesty and the transparency on my channel is unparalleled, and if you like that and you want more honesty and transparency in the realm of sex, then definitely consider subscribing, like this video, watch my other videos. I react to a ton of sex advice on the internet. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.